So I'm going to give you guys a real good tip that will almost have you ensured that you're going to have an offensive aggressive return. You might miss it, but you're going to have an aggressive one. So I'm not guaranteeing you here that, hey, do this and you will make your return. But for sure you'll be hitting an aggressive one. And if you, of course, practice a lot, yeah, they'll go in the court. So let me show you guys what it's all about. Here we go. This is what we mostly see out there. The player giving himself room, right? So he doesn't get all rushed by the return. And you see a lot of club players, they just stand there, you know? They just stand there flat, and then they try to move and react to return. So then you see some players that are even trying to do a little split step there, so they can move and react fast. You'll even see occasionally the player that wants to show his opponent that he's going to do something with it, so he comes here and looks threatening, and then when the opponent tosses the ball up to serve, he actually backs up like this to return. So it doesn't fool anybody. But anyway, the idea for you to get an aggressive return would be, of course, for you to hit the ball stepping in, for you to transfer your weight into that shot, and have a passive position of the body, you know, in which the ball comes to you and then the ball is playing you. So how can you be sure that you're going to be stepping in? Well, here's the trick. You're going to adjust your starting position a little bit differently than you have been. Let's suppose that you're playing against Paul, and Paul has a big serve. So I usually stand here to wait for Paul's serve. I respect the serve and I stand here. What I'm telling you to do is this: instead of starting from here, start a step back. When Paul tosses the ball and gets ready to serve, that's when you go forward and split step. When you go forward, your body weight lunges forward and your momentum goes forward. So you're going to get a good view there from the side with me doing this, and I'll even exaggerate for you to get an idea of what I'm talking about here in terms of the balance. Is what I'm meaning that once you go forward and you stop with both feet, your body wants to continue like this. It's called inertia. So this is what it looks like. Now, once you get a hang of how to do this, you'll see that once you split and go forward, the only thing left to decide is which side. If you gotta go right, if you gotta go left, or if you gotta get out of the way. Because the serve might be coming to jam you too. So, as I do this procedure, there's no way I can be like leaning back to return. You know, I'm kind of committing myself to put my weight forward. So I'm going to go forward, then step in and turn to the right. I might be going forward, and step in and returning with a two-hand or a one-handed. Even a chip or return back, and if you're chipping and charging, you know, you go forward, there you go, you're leaning in. Ball's coming at you, you're going to go forward, boom, getting out of the way. But still moving forward. So even to get out away from the jammer, you might be able to throw your body forward a little bit as you get out of the way. I jams my body into my back end here, I get out of the way but moving in at the same time. If you have that commitment of moving in before your opponent even hits the ball. So moral of the story, your opponent's there bouncing, getting ready to serve. Instead of waiting on the distance that you usually think you need, step back a little bit. When your opponent goes to serve, you go forward, because then your momentum is forward. And all you got to do is react to the side, and you have a better chance of having a more aggressive and offensive return. Okay guys, that's it. Go out there, put in some time on it. Get back to me, tell me if it worked, and I'll talk to you guys soon on another video.